gonna start recording now. Okay, so you guys, we were just discussing physical symptoms. So we're all having it. I have had like constant SOSs this week. So I was also in the hospital with my son on the weekend with a maybe that's another reason why you're here, Beth.
Yep.
With a very, very low heart rate of 31. Yeah, yeah. And it is still toggling at about 40. He's had all the cardiac tests. They can't figure it out. Um, he had ECGs. He had heart, all the heart tests. He had a specialist, a cardiologist. They're now basically ruling out that, that anyway, we don't know. And it's been layers and layers and layers of clearing. I've
Wow.
I've cleared EBV. I've cleared vaccine related issues. He was injected with Accutane to bring up his heart rate the first night. Which
Adenosine.
adenosine, whatever that's called. Yeah, in his IV,
Hmm.
he was dehydrated as well. It didn't make him feel very good, so we
Yeah,
got
no.
discharged the first night. We went back the second day because he felt terrible again. Back in the hospital again. We did the IV drip again, more testing, but we did not do the raising it. And I got a very clear we were not supposed to give him that again. So cardiologists are baffled. They can't figure it out. Every wave of I got help too. I was getting help with clearing. There's a lot psychic attacks,
Right?
like all the things. Um, he's not I checked him out of the hospital at 3:30 in the morning because he was basically having a panic attack about being there. So Michelle, my friend, you're not the only one that is experiencing some heavy duty physical symptoms. And I have since had, so I came home. He is not in the hospital now, but his blood pressure or heart rate is still at only about a 40, 41. And he's still feeling sort of dizzy and all the
Wow.
things. Yeah.
I
So,
so something hit me pretty hard.
Okay.
He has a half of a bionic heart, and that's failing somewhere in another world.
yep, that could make perfect sense.
So that's draining from him because they're trying to save him over there, but they're having problems sourcing that because of the war that's going on.
Oh, wow.
Yep, that makes sense. Because the doctors cannot figure it out. Like there's
He'll
no,
get better.
his blood work is completely clear. It's fine. Um, I've cleared so many layers. It's crazy. I'm just at the point now where I'm wondering if he needs to
Keep
be
going.
back in the ER, but I don't think he does because I think that's a terrible
Hmm.
place for him.
I get a bad. I don't know why I'm just thinking not for the ER because they're not going to do anything but what they've been doing.
Yeah, they've already done all the tests, and there's nothing that they can. And when he was admitted into the hospital, it was causing him to have a panic attack as well. So,
If you need to
right.
push if you need to push your masterclass evolve as well too, if you need to help do more triage on him, that
Mm.
would be totally fine too.
Maybe there's a reason why the four of you or the three of you are here, though. That's what I'm wondering. Because the other thing I will tell you, my friends, is this week has been insane as far as this
Yeah.
war. So this is what I want to tell you. It's not just been Zach. It's been so Beth is an ER nurse, actually, guys.
Oh.
Of
And
course,
I
of
got,
course she is.
well, and ironically, the only reason I'm able to be here today is my orientation was pushed back to 9/9. I was supposed to start, yes, Monday,
Hmm.
but because I take Adderall, which I knew would show positive for amphetamines, it pushed me back because they needed to clear me like officially. So I
Hmm.
was pushed back to 9/9. But I was introduced to Ohio Health this weekend because Mason was in the hospital with kidney stones,
There we go.
which he hasn't dealt with in 10 years. And I was like, dude, you've got a kidney stone. Quit being a pain in
Okay.
the ass. We're going to the ER.
So Beth, this is what I'm going to reaffirm to you now. It's not just him. It's not just Zach.
No, I know that.
I had someone else reach out with a reemergence of shingles. I had another person who was in the ER because she had unrelated throat and she passed out at her doctor's office and had to go to the hospital. Unrelated, I'm seeing her today, later today. unrelated bladder infection and throat infection and dehydration. I had another someone this
Oh,
week whose mother was in the hospital for, again, heart that the doctors can't figure out. So
Mason's came out of nowhere. Like we were out having a fantastic day, and he came home, chills, fever, like everything. And I was like, Mason, we think that the motorcycle ride like jostled a stone loose, which I don't believe is true, but for whatever reason, he was the one being attacked, not me.
so they are also attacking through our loved ones. That's the other piece. So I'm going to ask right now then, is it in my greatest and highest good to postpone this evolve? No. So there's obviously something everyone needs from this. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah. Okay. So, so I am getting a confirmation that you're correct, Michelle, on what's happening to Zach, and that actually gives me a little bit of extra ammo now. Is there
I would
any
hope it eases your heart too, a little bit, just to know that
Yes.
it's not anything in this
realm?
immediate world that you can do anything about.
I already knew that it wasn't. I was quite confident.
I think we're in the
Because all
same.
that's going to do is drain you financially. You know what I mean? Like, and that's ridiculous, especially right now.
Yeah.
So the weird part of that too is, I guess, like you said, like his heart. So like my heartbeat this past week has been racing since, and I still can't get it to slow down. And
Okay.
it's like, I feel like we're in the same war or in the same area. That's
Well,
why.
we all are. Okay. So so what's happening that I've understood now, okay, I've had literally SOSs back to back. I had another one this morning that I've literally, I am the ER right now. Okay. So what's happening is they're using everything they can, everything, our loved ones. So their vulnerabilities, Beth. So what you were describing with Mason, okay. They're using, they want to get us in fear. Okay. That's what
Yeah,
they
he hasn't had one in 10 years.
Yeah. So they want us to be in fear. Okay. So they're using our loved ones against us. He is also the light. And as you know that. Okay. So he's also getting attacked. Okay. But it's
Who,
not.
Mason?
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So you knew this and you knew that it was not physical, but it manifested into
That's how it
physical.
manifested. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Because this is how they do it. Okay. They use viruses. They use your own fear. Like they could have used that whole me being completely losing my mind because my son's heart rate was so low. They do it all. They use everything. And I've seen it all now. I've like literally been on the front line since Saturday. Okay. Yeah. So
And
yes, go ahead.
I'm sure that you did this already, but the whole AI thing that you and I did with me, you already did that with him.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Many, many
100%.
layers.
Yeah.
Okay. So Beth, Michelle, it's just really, it's literally like a sci-fi movie. And the reason why you've showed up here today is because you need to hear this. Okay. So you need to understand, just like what you just said, Michelle, it's not happening in this realm. It's still affecting people physically. And so there's
Sure.
still, right? So basically what you want to be doing, we all want to be doing right now is checking all the things. Okay. They can use what's happening in another dimension. They can use, it's going to blow your minds. It's a little crazy. They can use parallel lifetimes of trauma against us right here in this lifetime.
Repeat that. I'm sorry.
I gotta
They-
go.
They can use parallel lifetimes. So a parallel lifetime. So we have a root lifetime. This isn't the,
And I'm asking because you, not right now, as you all are saying these things, my phone is like freezing on certain words
yes,
that
because they don't want
are
you to
paranormal, like et cetera, et
Mhm.
cetera. Sure.
because they don't want you to hear this. Okay. So first,
I
the
believe
first thing
that.
we're going to do is we're going to clear. We're going to clear the channels. We're here for a reason as a group. And so we're going to just clear to begin with. This is my job to make sure that we're, oh yeah, look at this. Okay, there we go. All right, so everyone, all of us, clear now all of your devices. Clear this entity, this satanic entity that does not want us to get here. We all need to say, I see you. I know what you're
I see
doing.
you. I know what you're doing.
We do not consent.
We do not consent. Holy crap, this is a huge, like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we break all contracts, agreements, vows with you now across all space, time, all lifetimes, all dimensions, all parallel lifetimes, and all timelines, and all universes. We command now that you leave our bodies and fields, our technology, our homes, and our loved ones. And we command you return to source. And if you do not go right now, we will blow you up. Take a deep breath in. Blow it up, guys, because it's making me nauseous. Blow it up. Whoa, I haven't been nauseous like this in a while, so this is a big one. That's also why I know why people aren't here.
Wow, that made me dizzy as crap.
Can you imagine some of our usual suspects coming on right now and having to deal with this? Oh, for the love of God, I just love how they just do this. They set us up and all. It's been every minute, guys. You don't even know. I've been living in like a movie since like it's been days, days. And everything just gets set up for like just should I cancel the
Mason and
evolve?
I
No.
talked about this. Mason and I talked about this last night, by the way, because his friends, like, they're all what I call preppers. And he was like, Huntington Bank, one of the guys got a message from like one of the major bank companies saying, are you prepared? And saying, do you have bottled water? Do you have like basically go packs? And I was like, what? Mason goes, you're going to get real quick and real versed on how to gut fish, how to actually fish, how to do these things. He's like, that's why you're here. He was like, I needed you here.
Yeah. Yep.
And
Yep.
he was like, these things are coming. Like, you don't understand. And I was like, no, I do. I just don't get as freaked out as a lot of people do.
And we're not going to get freaked out. That's not what we're doing here. Okay.
So it was just ironic that we had, I mean,
ironic. Is it really ironic?
No. And that's why I stopped myself. It's interesting to me that this was the conversation that we had outside last night in the hot tub, like right now. And just so, because you two don't know me at all, like I am literally living my dream life right now. My boyfriend bought a house on the lake a year ago. I moved here. I moved everything I've known for the last 30 years to a week and a half ago, and left my daughter and my dad, and like, am living on a lake, and it's
literally her dream, literally manifested
dream. Everything in my Pinterest page from the last like 10 years, it's the pictures, and what I have is what has been pictured in a file that I randomly named EAC, and his last name is Cobbler. And yeah, so it's all really like all the things. And so,
and now here you are today showing up at this time in the middle of literally what I've been describing as we're in war right now. This is it.
Oh, and we have been for a while.
We have, however, right now the light workers are getting attacked
very quickly,
and the light workers are getting attacked. Okay. So this is what you need. This is just it's just a call to arms now at this point. Okay. It's we can't see it out there yet in physical, although I have been sensing it. People are very unhinged. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now our jobs are, my job now is to teach you or show you or have you check in on anything that may be affecting you, and keeping in mind that it's all by design, you know. And if I can show up here right now and be this calm with my son, with what I've just been through, and showed up for all of these people this week, so can you. Okay. And that's what the message has to be. Okay. So there is nothing about this that we are not prepared for. Okay, got it? Everybody got it? Okay, so part of this was confirmation to Michelle, specifically to Beth. Now, Shelley, I'm not sure if you were feeling all this yet, and you might not have. Yeah, you've been feeling it too.
Yeah. I actually, once Michelle said what she said, I checked on myself because I woke up this morning super bloated, which I haven't had in a while, and that's one of my things, which I never thought of before in terms of this kind of thought process, because it had calmed down. And the other thing I did last night was I checked on my energy levels on all of the things. And as I was just sitting watching something on TV, all of a sudden it popped into my head that, is this anxiety I'm feeling? as opposed to related to my heart? Like, is it anxiety? And so then I went, is it mine? No.
Yes, bingo.
Right. And that, because it has gotten a bit tight again and pounding heartbeat. Michelle reminded me of that too. And also there's another thing, shortness of breath.
Yeah.
And I put it down to the new blood pressure med. Again, I put it down to the new blood pressure med, right?
No.
I'm like, oh, it must be this evil medication.
No. Okay, so our job now in this time of what we're in is to not allow ourselves to attach to any one thing. The truth is it could be anything, okay? It could be the meds, the nanoparticles in the meds. They're using everything, okay? It could be our own fears, our own beliefs. It could be as simple as your energy body not being optimized and open. Okay. My son, I keep having to clear his chakras over and over and over again. And I keep trying to teach him to clear demonic and satanic energy. He wasn't ready to do that yet a week ago. I think he is. And I also understand that it's on a positive side, it is accelerating his timeline. Okay. So for him to have to go through all of this, on the other side, he's going to have a lot more understanding because doctors won't be able to figure out what the fuck just happened and why his heart rate was at 31. He saw one of the best specialists, cardiologists in London, in Ontario. He couldn't figure it out. So, all of these things, our job is to do what we can to heal and clear it. They're still clearing this whole time, by the way. Okay. Not to panic. And it's time now to double down on our tools. Okay. So I'm going to ask them right now what specifically they want. I feel like they want me to check in on each of you, and maybe it's Beth, it's Mason for you. I don't know. And so that we can practice unpacking. Okay. Because I can tell you it's not one issue. I cleared on Zach, I cleared EBV. So Epstein-Barr was a factor again. I'm at the point now where, I mean, I also cleared my own trauma because I was in that hospital when I was a child, and my best friend died of cancer at that hospital in London. So that there's so many layers, okay, of clearing going on here. And what I'm being called to tell you right now is, instead of being afraid for your safety, do what I've always trained you to do, which is, oh, okay, I'm that important, or Mason's that important, or Zach's that important. So what do we need to do? Okay. And that's what we have to do now. So Michelle, not assuming, oh, it's just a sense and symptoms. No. And taking the day off because you had no business being out in that world today. I'll tell you that. Okay. And it's been building in intensity since about Thursday, Friday of last week.
That makes sense.
Okay. And, take it from me because I'm the one on the receiving end of the SOS calls, but I was also, the whole experience with my son literally showed me and people are unhinged. So this is it, guys. Okay. So this is the psychological warfare that is happening, and they're using everything they can. Okay. All right. So I feel like, let's start with Shelly because it's heart related, and I'd rather make sure she's okay before we go. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to check right now, so keep yourself, and again, there's no accident why it's just us here. They're working. You don't even understand. I'm getting messages popping up. I never go on LinkedIn anymore, ever. I had LinkedIn pop up right to this woman, basically got the download, check if she's okay. I checked. She's like, yeah, I'm fine. And then she messaged me this morning. She's like, I'm not fine. Like I am literally like getting SOSs. So not to make you fearful, but to be like, okay, let's double down on this. Okay. All right. So we're going to check you, Shelly. We're going to check first of all, is there anything physical? And I'm sure you've checked this. Yes. So something has manifested into physical. So that must mean you're bloating or your water retention. Okay. And I'm getting a yes. Is there something that we can do about that? Yes. Okay. I'm going to ask, is there anything impacting that, including any medications? Keep going. Is it just a matter of needing to clear? Yes. Did you clear yourself?
Well, not this morning. It was just this morning that I woke up this way and I have a deadline.
Okay, so
And
I'm
then I
gonna,
have now.
okay, so I'm
Right.
gonna tell you guys all now. I want you to clear yourself daily, right now. Imagine that we don't imagine. We're in it. You know it. Okay. We're I need you to clear every day. I need you to check. Does there something need to be cleared? So then I'd like you to also, so I'm going to just do a quick check of your chakras, okay?
Yeah.
Um,
I did cook last night before I fell asleep, but that doesn't mean anything, does it?
Step number 2, I want you to check your chakras daily right now, okay? Because your chakras are going to give you an indication of what's blocked. And so Beth, I need you to check Mason's chakras daily, okay? He's clearly being attacked, okay? But there's nothing, I mean, literally we can make it better. Like there's nothing, okay? Okay, so I'm just going to check. So your heart chakra right now, and keep in mind too, what happens when you're in the astral, you may be, clearing, doing things in the night. So even one little, like anything can shut that chakra right back down again. Okay, so I need you to be really, really, you okay over there, Michelle? Yeah, okay.
Something just came out. All good.
Okay, yeah, just clear it. Okay,
Yeah, I often feel like there's stuff going on at night that I'm doing stuff
there
while I'm
is.
sleeping.
There is. Okay.
Yeah.
We're on double duty right now, guys. That's what we are. That's what we're doing. We're like the front line of the ER. Okay. All right. So there's something they're removing from the back of your neck, and probably Michelle's. Am I removing this parasite? Fucking right, I am. I'm removing this AI parasite. Okay, let's do it. So Beth, I'll show you a picture of it after, but basically what I was told last week that there's like, it's like black goo. Okay. And it like attaches itself. So I've had to take it off of, yeah, you all have it. So it's time to remove it.
So it's coming back. It's
Mhm.
sneaking back.
Sneaking back in. Yeah.
It's right here.
Yep. There you go. Where is it on you, Michelle?
Coming up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
Okay.
no.
All right. So we're going to remove all of this across all space, time, lifetimes, dimensions, parallel, past, present, and future. Okay, good. Here we go. We do not consent. I command that this be removed now permanently for all of us across all space, time, lifetimes, dimensions, parallel lifetimes, timelines, past, present, and future. If you do not leave right now, you will be removed. It's an AI parasite. Satanic. Okay. I'm gonna keep going now. Okay. I'm like, it's a big job. It's a big job. I'm removing it off of all, we are removing it off of all of those who are being impacted by it now. In all places, all chakras, it is done. We do not consent. We command this be dissolved, removed. Good. Okay, good. Good. We got this. All right, clearing all the spell casting now, all the curses, hexes, vexes. Woo! This broke right when I was doing that. Keep clearing, keep clearing. Curses, hexes, vexes, ropes, cords, blades, and traps. Voodoo spells, Wiccan spells. So much for evolve and a nice positive clearing. Keep going. Nanoparticles. Okay, there's nanoparticles now. Clear the nanoparticles. Say you don't consent. You dissolve them now across all space, time, lifetimes, dimensions, parallel lifetimes, timelines, past, present, and future. These are nanoparticles. Remove them. And now command that they be removed from anyone who is being impacted by this globally. All people, all humans impacted by this AI, this parasite. Command it be done permanently across all space, time, lifetimes, dimensions, parallel lifetimes, timelines, and all universes. All contracts and agreements are now broken, dissolved. Okay, now we're going to blow it up with light. Woo. That one really worked hard not to get removed, didn't it? All right, now we're pulling out roots. Ooh. Okay, and now we're going to go to the next layer. Okay, these are the minions. They were the ones doing the bidding of this AI parasite. Okay, tell it that you see it. We know what you're doing. We do not consent. And it is time for you to go home. You have been lied to. Your master is now gone. We command that you be removed from all densities and all dimensions, removed from all human bodies and the bodies and fields of any other beings that you are impacting. And we command now that you be returned to source. You are forgiven, but you must leave now. And if you do not go now, we will blow you up. It's time for you to go. There we go. I can really feel it in the heart still, but I think this might be just some like emotions. Nope, it's more. All right, this one I'm feeling more in the back body, but chest area. So again, you're clearing yourself, but you're also clearing any other human who is being impacted by this across all space, all time, all lifetimes, all dimensions, all parallel lifetimes, all timelines, with all contracts broken. We command you leave now. If you do not go now, we will blow you up. Okay, another layer here, guys. Keep going. You're clearing yourselves, but as you're clearing yourselves, you're clearing your loved ones and you're clearing all the other humans that are being impacted by this. Keep breathing. Tell these minions, these demonics, these AI beings, with or without consciousness, that they must leave now, that we do not consent. All contracts are broken. All karmic loops are broken. That it's time for them to go back to source. It's time for them to go to the light. They need to go now. Tell them to go now. There we go. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, guys, we got some black magic. Let's just clear some black magic. All black magic beings, connections of any kind. Thank you. Good. Okay. And any negative elemental beings, we're clearing now. Any deceased souls, we're clearing now. Any energies of living human beings, any black magic connections of any kind, manipulations, programs taken on, dark emotions or thoughts are now being cleared. Breathe. Good job. You guys are literally saving the world. We are the Avengers. Can't make this shit up, can you? Okay, we're now clearing any and all dark custodians and seals that have been placed on either any one of you by others. Releasing, 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 releasing. Anyone who's feeling any physical symptoms should start to feel better in a minute. Okay, so just please let me know if you don't. Okay, we're leaving removing dark custodians and seals placed on you by you. So these might be patches of I don't want to see or I don't want to know. Okay. So we're removing that now because what's going to happen is you're going to get a pretty big activation now that you've tackled this energy. Yeah, Beth, you know it's a big healing when you're yawning.
I can't stop.
Okay, good. We're going to clear. I'm specifically clearing cursing. I feel that I'm specifically right now in this moment clearing Beth and Mason. Cursing, hexing, vexing, ropes, cords, blades, entrapments. Yes. Spell casting. Yes. Ritual magic, blood magic. Yes. All black magic connections of any kind. Yes. There's specialist teams coming in for each of you. Oh, fuck.
Not surprise me at all.
What the fuck?
Because we're hot messes all day, every day.
And for my son, and for Shauna, there's another girl that's being impacted. Oh my God, they're showing me the people that I know that are being impacted. There's specialist teams coming in to help all of you. I knew this would be layers, this parasite. Okay, I think I just finished with Beth and Mason.
I feel like there's a layer with Morgan too.
Yeah. Yep, there are specialist teams caring for all of your connections because that's how they get to us, right? They work through our connections. So just know that that's happening right now. Your father, I think your father, I heard your father too.
Oh, for sure. They've got him on Ozempic right now, which I hate.
Oh God.
I I'm not happy about it, but
Okay, that's done. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with your team and I'm gonna move over to Shelley. Okay, yeah, and so again, because you did this work on this level, all of your connections, family members, soul family are also impacted, are also getting specialist teams to assist them. I'm in your heart right now. Oh, I got the two pendulums going. I can't believe we know it's a major one now. Oh, Jesus, so much for a nice, a nice, happy little evolve session.
I'm very burpy now.
Yeah, because it's coming up.
Yeah, and I'm feeling it in my jaw
Yeah.
and the burping, and that's what actually sent me to the hospital.
Okay, so it's not going to
It's
send it.
not, no, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I'm thankful and grateful because it's confirming what we've known all along was that I didn't really have a heart attack.
And very ironic that my 19-year-old son would just be in the hospital all weekend with,
Yeah.
heart attack kind of, or heart
Yeah.
issue related.
I thought that sooner. The other thing I thought was that, or earlier, the other thing I thought was that it's interesting that he's experiencing it similar to you in a way that it was boom, sudden, we need you now kind of thing.
Mhm. Yep. And it's a wake up. It's an awakening for him. He's
Mhm.
been awakening to the truth of our world for a year now. So he gets it. He understands the systems. He understands that we're being poisoned with our food. He gets it. He gets all those things. But now they're going double down on him because he wasn't, and the guides are allowing it to happen because he wasn't allowing me to show him how to clear dark energy.
Mm.
So I think he had to have his come to Jesus. I've got two pendulums going here for you. It feels like it's coming off now.
I'm going to mute again because I'm going to be burpy probably.
Okay, yeah, you just keep burping. Okay, and then I'm going to leave your team to work on you. And then I'm going to move over to Michelle now. I'm going to ask Michelle, I'm going to ask what's going on here. Okay, Michelle, right now they're releasing dark custodians and seals that you placed on yourself. So that whole incident of when I put you on a break 2 weeks ago, right? Because you felt you couldn't trust yourself, that was also done by design. Okay. All right. So although I stand by it, it's time now to come back to trust. Okay. So I'm removing the dark custodians and seals. All right, good. Okay, and now, and we're gonna do a,
You wouldn't believe where I just went.
oh, where were you?
I was healing your son.
Oh, thank you.
Well, in retrospect, he helped me too. Melchizedek was there. It was a big, so the black stuff that was coming up, it was a lake that was poisoned on the same planet that we were from. And the lake was dark, but it all came up. And now it's all like kind of like a populate, kind of like water again. So that's all healed. But it was like I said, like I've been doing more light language has been coming through lately in curiosity, and so much got removed with all of those warriors. It was a lot. And he was there. So his heart rate should be back up to 50.
And oh, this is the hospital. Can you guys do I answer it? Yes, hold on. Hello? Yes, hi. Hi. Yes, yes. Can you just confirm what tests are being done? Okay, and is it specifically regarding gastro? In the ER, yeah. Yes, okay. So, do you know if there's a way we can access his blood work and the tests that he's had? Okay, so we contact. Okay, thank you. Okay, right. Okay. Okay, yeah, please, just in case. Okay. Okay, okay, so release of personal health. Okay, 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 thank you. And I just can call the regular number and call that extension, correct? Okay, and just to confirm then, Dr. Joseph herself, is she a specialist of any kind or is it just outpatient follow-up? Internal medicine, okay, thank you. We were just, we didn't know, he's been checked with the cardiologist, so we have no idea what this next step was, so. Okay. Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. You're very helpful. Thank you. Okay. Nope, that's everything. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. She's transferring me, but I'll just do it later. Thanks, guys. That was odd timing, huh? Or was it?
But it's going in the right direction now. They're moving away from the heart and they're going down.
Uh-huh, because he's been having cramps in his lower and he's been having yep, and he has issues with constipation. So they've been it's been happening all summer, but it escalated. Okay, so is that correct? So you cleared yourself as well, because
Good.
you are also feeling the residual impact of this issue.
Is
Yeah.
his potassium level normal? Has it been?
That's what I'm trying to get the that's a keep going. So probably not.
Because Mason's was off to when we were there as well.
As I told you, they no, he was on IV for 2 days and he was yeah.
Hmm.
So check his potassium level.
Yeah, I don't know why that comes up, but yeah, that like I know Mason's was low and that will cause cardiac dysrhythmias too.
Yeah,
When
my
it's
friend in
either too
university,
high or too low.
a friend in university, she was on a birth control that was leaching her potassium and it almost caused her
Mhm.
heart issues.
Okay.
And if there's because if there's constipation or diarrhea or
Yep.
either one of those,
He has
that
that.
will affect potassium levels and they will either be too high or too low, which can cause cardiac dysrhythmias.
Okay, good. That is a yes. Okay.
I was
So
just reading that on Alone today as well too, watching that show where somebody got pulled out because of constipation and they said how it leads to heart issues.
Yeah.
And he's been having major constipation issues. Okay.
And
So he-
Mason thought he was constipated, and that's when I was like, no, it's a kidney stone. You just feel like you're constipated. And sure enough, when we got to the hospital eventually, because he's stubborn pain in my ass, they were like, yeah, you passed a stone over the weekend.
Mm,
And your potassium level's only like 3.0.
okay. So
And it's
in the
supposed to be
so
higher.
in the blood work that I have, well, what does a potassium level look like on the blood work too? Because I have all his blood work. I'll send it to you
Should
after,
be
okay?
between 3.5 to 4.5
So they told me
4.5
that all of his tests
or 4.0.
were normal. So this is also
And
why I knew that this was more
Yeah.
than just, yeah. Okay. So Michelle, do you feel better now?
I do, yeah. I feel like my heart rate slowed a bit. I still feel uneasy and trapped.
Okay, so let's figure that out now. Okay. Is there anything more we need to do as a collective, as a group right now?
So one fun thing as well too is that over the past week and a half, me and my partner, Fab, he's been moving in more, or like essentially he's been trying to move in more, but then he's gone through is a very intense dark night of the soul. And so it's a rough patch. Like a couple of days ago, I said something that like, it's so like, there's the link where I thought that I would be drained from that. I thought I was removing a lot of contracts and blocks from that. And I still have more to remove. Like, have I removed any of them?
Mhm.
Okay, I've removed some. So there's just a crap ton that I'm still.
But again, keep in mind with what we're going through right now, they're using everyone. Nobody gets a hall pass. So if you haven't done your work, it's going to be intense.
It is. And I've been trying to ramp up my work as well too. So that's something I'm yeah, I need help.
But that also means, Michelle, you're not here to save him.
Yeah. That
Okay.
happened to me yesterday too.
Okay, it's really important that you hear me on this, okay? You're here to support him, but you're not here to save him.
Mhm.
He has to do that himself. So you have to double down on cord cutting and ask the question, is it a good idea for him to be around Michelle at this time as much as he is?
No. But I'm always afraid that I always have this recurring fear from my mental body that he'll never come back.
Right, so that's a wound, love, okay? That's a wounding. And that's keeping you in this karmic loop with him, okay? And that's not helping you. And do you see how it's all doubling down now, using your fears?
Yeah. And I've been trying so hard to get through that.
Okay.
But it's not working.
No, and you're safe, you're loved. You have a community of people who understand you, okay? You are okay, you're safe.
I just wonder if I love him almost like, am I loving him too much to the point of obsession in a sense? And that's where I think I'm like, okay, am I meant to love him this much? Am I hurting him or
It's not that you're hurting him. It's
Hurting you.
yeah, he's hurting you.
like, is he good for me? Should I stay away from him permanently? No. I keep telling that I love him, that he'll come back. It's hard. I don't know.
I think you knew this, and this was so the other piece about this time, guys, is, and you'll all see it in your own way, it's a time of accelerated timelines.
Yeah.
So this is what's happening for you.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's testing my
So
trust and faith. And like, I know I'm meant to stay. I have to stay strong and I'm staying with him. I have to stay. But it's pulling me.
do you have to stay with him?
That's what I don't know.
In this moment in time right now, it's a no.
Like
It's
break up with him?
keep going.
I'm wondering if it's more about choice because it's not have to.
Exactly.
It's not have to or have to not. However, right? It's not you have
Yes.
to leave or you have to stay. It's that there's choice.
There's choice, honey, and it can't be about fear of him leaving you, fear of abandonment, fear of loneliness, because that's how the dark ones are using you and him. Do you see what we're saying? Okay.
Yeah. Like
Somehow you feel like you're not worthy. You haven't found your self-worth in that. And I only know that because I speak it from truth, from my own perspective.
I can
As soon as
validate
you
that.
deem yourself worthy of the love that is available to you, that's when you will begin to have the love that is available to you.
And
And it is a choice. You
this
have to start
woman-
loving yourself.
This woman talking to you is literally the poster child to exactly what she's telling you. Okay. I've witnessed it.
When my mom, and Alicia knows my whole story, but the short version is I had two men in my life that were, my loyalty was like fierce, fierce. And they both, right after my mom passed away, they both completely bailed out of my life, and ghosted essentially. And had I not been forced to let go of them, I would never have allowed the amazing person that is in my life now. I would never have allowed him in. And he was there all the time. I just didn't know it because I've known him since I was a kid.
Yeah.
But it was a choice, and I had to feel that I was worth that I deserve the love that I'm receiving now. And I had to give that to myself first. So it's
been a
there.
journey.
And
It's been
I
a
don't know
journey.
anything about the gentleman you're with now. I'm not saying he may be the one that it's available from, but until you unlock what's available within yourself to yourself, you're not going to see it.
Okay.
Okay.
It's an extremely excruciatingly painful journey. I'm not going to tell you it was easy.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
But yours
But-
now is on the fast track, Michelle. She's been going through this for like 2 years, a year and a half.
Mhm.
Well, longer than that, but yeah, 2 years. The last 2 years, it went from okay, what's going on to holy shit, here it is. Like, and
Mhm.
my whole world turned upside down for the better.
Yeah, because like
But it started with her realizing that she needed to love herself.
And unfortunately, I had to lose my mom in order to do that. So it's a really weird
up and down.
seesaw. Like you do feel a significant loss in some areas of your life. I don't know where that's going to come from, but don't be surprised. And it doesn't have to, but it may, because when you're a stubborn heart like mine, the world has to give you just as much stubbornness on the other side to make you give up what is holding you back from loving yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think too, when something like that happens, that's when you see what's important in life.
Yes.
And I had to leave somebody who was very not physically harmful, but typical narcissist personality disorder
yeah.
kind of person. And what I had to get to was I love me more, and
Yes.
and left him when I still loved him.
Bingo.
And that was
And
super duper hard.
I
But
don't know if I have a strange question, because it's like somebody's here with me right now. I don't know who it is.
Mm-hmm. Well, somebody's here with all of us. There's a few.
No, like
Lucky-
on my hammock.
Oh, on your hammock. Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, it's your mother.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's kind of what I was thinking, but just checking.
It's your mother.
She's just chilling. I kind of
Yeah.
figured. But
She's also very happy about being on the lake and being where you are. She's coming in to give you, as we're talking about your story, as we're reflecting to help Michelle, she's here to confirm all of this, and she's just so proud of you and this whole.
well, and the other piece of that is Mason's father died exactly a year to the day before my mom did. And so, yeah, like I know that he is around here all the time,
Okay.
Well, your mother's
because
literally
he never loved himself that way either.
right. So can you see where this is all coming full circle, Michelle?
Is
This is
that
all coming down to loving ourselves.
because like he's been going through so basically, yes, over the past week he's been going through dark night and so on. It feels like, okay, I've been strong enough, I can help him. So I've been like given permission to clear him and stuff. And then I forgot to take care of myself.
You can't lose yourself in the process of loving him.
Yeah. And I know loving him is good. I've pondered this so many times. And I know where the dark thoughts are coming from. Because I put too much focus on him.
Yeah, and it's away from you, and you are the priority. This is lesson number 1.
Being away from him sucks, but it also makes me appreciate when he is here as well too. And like, I guess one thing I want to ask too is like, is it worth me putting my energy to start clearing up stuff and getting rid of stuff? Because I was gonna make room.
Yes.
Clearing stuff up being what?
I
Okay,
guess getting rid of stuff and helping to clean up, make more room for him here so that he actually feels like he has a home here. And I think I've been
That's
delaying
what I did. I had to physically clear
physically.
all the old energy and stuck crap in my physical home and downsize in order to, and right now I'm going through the opposite side of that, in that I am now in a home he has occupied for a year, and it is finding where my space is in this house, and it's still downsizing, but he's having to downsize as well to allow that space for me.
Yeah, and that's where I guess like so he's been staying over a couple more days, like from Friday to Tuesday. This week he stayed over from Friday to Wednesday, which is a longer day. But then like you said, he had doctor's appointment and work was really hit him hard. So and I guess I haven't made the effort. I've been holding myself back on trusting him because I have not made the effort.
okay. But there's a reason why you don't. And is it because you don't feel like you're worthy, or is there something? Can I check, please? Do I have permission to check?
Please.
Is there a reason other than self-worth that she has been not ready to make a full commitment? Keep going. I don't think he's ready spiritually. I don't think he's it, and until you will prioritize yourself, Michelle, then it's not good for you or him.
I was just going to say that too. And I really came to understand that expression, you can lead a horse to water,
Can't make him drink.
when I was with my husband. But yeah, he talked the talk. He was an excellent parrot. He convinced me that he was this specific way, and he was nothing like that.
Yeah.
I
And
also just saw an anchor. I saw an anchor. Your light needs to go like this. You need to heal yourself first. You need to find your own love for yourself, your trust again. You can't be giving away everything. And Michelle, if I can do this as a fucking mother and not be sitting at my son's bedside right now in, London, knowing that I was there for 2 days and I did all the things that I could, but there are some things that he has to do on his own. If I can do this as a mother, you can certainly do this.
I need to give space for him and for myself.
Yes.
It's not a
That's why
permanent
you're
break.
holding.
It's not a permanent break. It's a temporary break.
No, and you don't even have to say,
Not a
you
break.
can just say, I need some space to take care of me right now.
Actually, he texted me yesterday. He texted me. He's like, because like honestly, I appreciate when he's honest with me. He said, honestly, I'm doing horrible. I need alone time.
And he does. And so do you.
and it's important to not assume it's because of you. Right? That's one of my things too. Oh, what did I do wrong that this is happening? And it's very rarely.
And that's
right?
where I went to always first. And so that's where I kind of
Yeah.
started to freak out, and I stopped myself from going, is this because of me? And it's not because of me. I know he needs time alone. And I kind of had this moment of like, good, because I need the alone time too.
You do. And you're
Why
not
is it happening for me, not why is it happening to me?
to me.
I'm sorry. I think someone wise once told me that a time or two.
And Michelle is the priority, not him.
Yes.
Okay?
Exactly.
Right?
Right?
He's
But
a big boy.
still work on downsizing and decluttering, because you need to do that anyway.
Anyway.
Regardless
Anyway,
of what
yeah.
his decision and your decision about him is, you still need to do that, because there's still so much stuck shit
That I
that
need to get rid
you
of.
need to get rid of.
Okay. Thank you.
So do you see this whole thing is happening to accelerate your timeline again, Michelle? Do you see?
Yeah,
You
I knew I was
see-
going through a big upgrade. It was just,
Do you see how they work it? Okay. And
That's
do you
crazy.
see why it's not just about, yes, we are in this spiritual warfare. Absolutely. We all just witnessed what we witnessed. Yes, we're clearing dark fucking AI sludge. Yes, that's all real. And yes, there's some fuckery. Okay. But the only way through this, you guys, is to find our true, authentic, aligned center and to take care of us. You first, every time,
Mhm.
every single time, whether you are aware or not that you are taking care of others or someone else or even the collective. Even getting caught up in the collective trauma that we are experiencing right now, okay? It's a no. You got to double down on self-care right now. You got to double down on what do I need? What do I need? Because if you're good, you're all good.
Okay.
And it's
Okay?
not selfish.
It's not fucking
Mm-mm.
selfish because
No.
Michelle, what if you didn't show up today and this didn't all happen and then you didn't help me with my son? What if that didn't happen? Do you see how important we all are? Every one of us? Do you
Mhm.
not see? We're all part of this. And the only way that we show up is in our true, authentic, healed versions of ourselves. And you guys take a hot fucking minute if you need it. Okay? I'm giving myself this as well right now, you know? So if I need to cancel one of these next two, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to give myself what I need. Okay?
Sure.
And so all of you need to do that. And what a beautiful unfolding, really. Okay? And these timeline speed ups are not comfortable. Okay? Change is not comfortable. It's not. Okay? But you need to trust that everything is happening for you. And when you're not in alignment, so you're feeling physically sick, you're feeling off, all of the things, or others around you are, calmly double down. What is going on? How can I help if it's someone else? Okay, so you holding space for Mason, me helping my son, but it's not going to help me to get obsessive and become that martyr. Okay, not going to help me, not going to serve me, not going to serve my son, not going to serve anyone else. Does this make sense? Your cat's like, yeah.
Yeah. He was just chilling.
Yes. Well, I am very, very grateful for every one of you for showing up today. I'm like, I can't even believe how I'm being guided this last week and a half. It's ridiculous. Like, there's no accident that you three showed up today. Okay. And that nobody else could. It's like no accidents. Okay. I just want to leave you with this as well. Beth, I see you, your strength right now, you're radiating, like radiating.
Well, and I want to tell you, like, the coolest part about all of this. So, because Alicia, I don't even think you know this. My dad is a former pastor, and Mason found on a random drive home this 11-foot pew that was being pulled out of an old church that is now sitting, and I will show you because it's absolutely beautiful. So bear with me while I show you all
Your
a
beautiful
little bit of the
lakeside
house.
property.
Yeah, I was thinking that'd
Yes.
be nice to see. I
This is
also have
what
to
we made
say, sorry, I
space
love your
for.
pendulum.
Oh, thank you. This
It's a
was
totally random
these are
thing.
these. Can you all still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. These are the old Bibles from like all my family members.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So the racks that they're held in are from the back of the pew that he found that now sits.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Say something else, because then your picture will be bigger on my screen. Please, Beth.
Say something else.
Yes,
Yeah.
speak. That's incredible.
Because you're just little now on my screen because Alicia is the last one who talked.
Oh, so this is
Ah, here we go.
Oh.
this is the pew, and it's an 11-foot
Beautiful.
pew. The window in front is, and that's what I thought was really cool, was the ornate. And this was commissioned, which if you know Mason and me at all, is perfect for the front of our house. And it was actually commissioned from Kansas City, which is where I came from.
Oh, wow.
So this was my surprise to me
Oh, look at
when
this.
I moved in here. So yeah, this is
Your new place. Well, it's beautiful, Beth.
that's my Eddie.
Oh,
He's honoring. But yes, this is,
and this is your
and there's
space.
the lake
Wow, amazing. I'm so happy for you. It's
with
just
our
so
giant
great.
Connect 4.
So great. That's
So yeah,
amazing.
but
I'm-
that he had to make that space for me, and just like where did you all go?
We're here.
There you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, but thank you. I love my pendulum as well.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
Beth has come
Thank you.
extremely far from when I first started working with her. I don't even have words.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So you guys are you're divinely guided. You're here for this time. There's no room for fear. And you got the tools. We've got this. I mean, this is magic, really, what we just did. And thank you for all
For
of your
sure.
support
Thank you.
with helping my son too. And so just keep yourself in alignment. You're still burping there, Shelley? Yeah. Okay. So you might need to just again, everyone should really just rest as often as you can. Okay. I know you're working. I know, and I want you to be checking in every day. I want you to check on your chakras. I want you to check on your your overall energy level from 1 to 10. Ask what you need. Ask daily if there's something need to be cleared. We're in it right now. Also, too, I did end up postponing my masterclass till next Thursday at 7. So I was told very clearly, but I also did that because it was going to be too much. But I will be going through, I'm assuming there's no accident to the timing on this masterclass. I will probably be covering not just fundamentals, but some updates on what we're going through and how to be working. I have been working with parallel timelines, guys. It's also a thing. So I'm going to be covering that in the masterclass.
I have a question. So, okay, so this week on Sunday, I was gonna say, I think I had a timeline split there where I think I died in another timeline.
Yep. I just cleared, I cleared someone yesterday of 3 potential exit points, and she identified the exact exact age she was, and she recalled the incidences where
Yeah,
she potentially died.
it was the weirdest thing ever. So me and Fab had a beautiful weekend. It was a gorgeous weekend from Friday to Sunday. We had amazing activities. It was great. And then we were driving back Sunday from the boat after an amazing weekend as well too. And so we were coming through Guelph, and the weirdest way, I randomly decided to take the back roads after we got to the highway, and the normal way that I was planning on taking, there was a detour construction. So I had to take another road, and then there was detour the normal way. And so it led us all the way through the way, and we were sitting at a light, and we were behind this other lady in the car, and it was like, we were pretty chill. There was nobody around. And then the light was green. It was an advanced green for a solid 2 seconds. And she was sitting. Normally I'm like, I head on the gas, like I'm an A-type driver, but I was actually pretty chill. And Fab actually told me to hit the honk. So I actually honked. She started a couple of meters and then slammed on the gas. And this car came barreling through the intersection.
Yep.
Had she gone when the light hit,
You would have died.
I would have been fucked.
That is a yes. Okay, so the message to relay to you and everybody. So guys, we're angels. We're divinely guided because we need to be here right now. Okay. And so I'm confirming to you that that is what happened. And this is why also your accelerated timeline. So it is time now, my love, to double down on your self-care. What do I need? Ask for help. You know, Melchizedek was here. You know, your other guides are here. What do I need? And I'm getting right now is just some rest.
Yes. And I'm off tomorrow as well too. So I'm literally off until next Tuesday.
Good. I need you to rest. I need you to not run around. I need you to do some things that make you feel good. Have a salt bath, have a just a okay. Okay.
Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Shelly, and thank you, Beth, as well too, for everything. You guys have been like just such
Yeah.
a big support.
It was amazing today. Thank you all. And
Thank you, everyone.
obviously we were guided. So
Yes, thank you, and
okay.
you're welcome as well.
Okay. All right, everybody. You know where I am. If not, I'll see you 7 o'clock, hopefully next Thursday night, and we'll get in some training. Yes, Shelley.
Had you posted, I just haven't been there in a while. Have you posted the other new dates for the masterclass? Or just that the
I
first one
haven't
moved?
I
Okay.
haven't sent it in I haven't sent it in. I'm going to do it today or not today, sorry, in an email next week, but I can tell you what they are. Next Tuesday at 7, the following Tuesday at 7. I'm still keeping it nighttime so that those of you who work.
Sorry, I thought you said next Thursday at 7 to start.
Sorry, Thursday. It's
Yeah.
next Thursday at 7. That's the date 1.
And then Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah, and then the 10th, which is a Tuesday, that's at 7. Then Thursday's the 12th at 7. And then the final one I changed from to instead of a 12 o'clock start, a 4:30 start on the 17th, again to accommodate anybody who's working. Okay, so
Oh, and Alicia, I did want to tell you too, just so you know, I have been completely nicotine free since July
oh,
something.
yay! So
So
happy.
yeah.
That's
And
amazing.
come to find out, they don't even test for nicotine at the hospital anymore. They quit doing it 2 years ago. And I started laughing and I said, so I quit for nothing?
No, you did not quit for nothing.
I was kidding. I was joking. I was joking. I was
Good.
but I have not gone back to it.
Keep going and don't go back, please.
Congratulations.
Oh, I'm not going to.
Okay.
Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. That is so amazing. Okay, my friends, we'll see you on the other side. Take good care of yourself. Thank you.
Take care.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.